Human digestive system. Question and answer. Which of the following vitamins is stored in the liver? A vitamin K, B vitamin D, C vitamin E, D all of these. The correct answer is all of these. Key points. The liver stores vitamins A, D, E, K, and B12. Vitamin A. The liver is the primary storage organ for vitamin A, which is fat-soluble. Vitamin D. The liver can store vitamin D from the skin. Vitamin E. It is then stored primarily in the hepatocytes in liver cells, mainly in the form of tocopherols, which is the active form of vitamin E. Vitamin K. The liver stores vitamin K, which is also stored in fat tissue. Vitamin K is essential for the synthesis of proteins, known as clotting factors, which are involved in the coagulation in the clotting process. Bone health. Vitamin K helps in the regulation of calcium in the bones and blood. It activates osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium to the bone matrix, which is important for bone mineralization. Vitamin K1 in the phytoquinone, found primarily in green leafy vegetables. Vitamin K2 in the menaquinone, found in fermented foods and animal products, and produced by bacteria in the intestines. Vitamin B12 is essential for several key functions in the body. Red blood cell formation produces mature red blood cells, preventing anemia. DNA synthesis, crucial for DNA production and cell division. Nervous system health, maintains nerve function and protects nerves through the production of myelin. Energy production, assists in converting food into energy. Cognitive function and mood, supports brain health and mood regulation. Heart health, lowers homocysteine levels, reducing heart disease risk. Vitamin B12 is found in animal products like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. The liver is the largest gland in the body. The liver mainly secretes bile juice, which is stored in the gallbladder. Unused glucose is stored in the liver in the form of glycogen. Heparin, urea, and bile juice are produced in the liver. The major supply of blood to the liver is by the portal vein, in the 17.5%, and the remaining in the 25% by the hepatic artery. That is why the liver is known to have a dual blood supply. The liver is an organ in the right upper quadrant of the abdomen that performs many functions, including detoxification, filters toxins and harmful substances from the blood, metabolism, converts nutrients into energy, storage, stores glycogen, vitamins, and minerals. Protein synthesis produces essential proteins like albumin and clotting factor. Bile production aids in fat digestion and nutrient absorption. Blood sugar regulation maintains blood glucose levels. Cholesterol management produces and regulates cholesterol. Immune function filters bacteria and supports immune defense. 2. A digestive enzyme, salivary amylase, in the saliva begins the digestion of A. Carbohydrates, B. Protein C, fats, D. Nucleic acid. The correct answer is carbohydrates. Key points. The human digestive system consists of two parts: the alimentary canal, and the accessory organs. The mouth leads the food to be digested into the buccal cavity. The digestion of carbohydrates begins in the buccal cavity. The buccal cavity performs two major functions: mastication of food and facilitation of swallowing. The digestive enzyme. Salivary amylase in the saliva begins the digestion of carbohydrates. The chemical process of digestion is initiated in the oral cavity by the hydrolytic action of salivary amylase from the mouth. Food reaches the stomach through a food pipe called the esophagus. The digestion of fat begins in the stomach. Lipase is the digestive enzyme of fat. The digestion of protein occurs in the stomach, and duodenum, pepsin, is the digestive enzyme of protein. 3. Where does the process of digestion of food begin in humans? A. Mouth. B. Food pipe. C. Stomach. D. Smaller intestine. The correct answer is mouth. Key point: the process starts from the buccal cavity, or mouth. Digestion is the process by which the body breaks down food into smaller, absorbable components that can be used for energy, growth, and repair. Ingestion: it is the process of taking food, drink, or other substances through the mouth. The enzyme responsible for the digestion of fat is A. Trypsin, B. Lipase, C. Amylase, D. Pepsin. The correct answer is lipase. Key points: enzymes are biological catalysts that speed up the rate of chemical reactions in biological processes. Trypsin, an enzyme that breaks down proteins in the small intestine. Lipase, an enzyme that breaks down fats into fatty acids and glycerol in the digestive system. Pepsin, an enzyme that breaks down proteins in the stomach. Amylase is an enzyme that plays a crucial role in breaking down carbohydrates, specifically starches, into simpler sugars such as maltose and glucose. It is found in various parts of the body, including the salivary glands and the pancreas. Types of amylase. Salivary amylase, secreted by the salivary glands in the mouth, starts the process of carbohydrate digestion by breaking down starch into smaller sugars, in the bracket like maltose, as you chew food, active primarily in the mouth and during the initial stages of digestion. Pancreatic amylase, secreted by the pancreas into the small intestine, continues the breakdown of starches into simple sugars after the food enters the small intestine. Alpha amylase, the most common form of amylase in humans, is responsible for breaking down long-chain carbohydrates. Beta amylase, found in plants and some microorganisms, breaks down starch into simpler sugars, but works differently from alpha amylase. 5. Which juice secreted by the organs in the alimentary canal plays an important role in the digestion of fats? A. Pancreatic juice. Saliva. B. Hydrochloric acid. Mucus. C. Bile juice. Pancreatic juice. D. Saliva. Hydrochloric acid. The correct answer is bile juice. Pancreatic juice. Key points: bile juice is secreted by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Pancreatic juice is secreted by the pancreas. It contains an enzyme amylase, trypsin, pancreatic lipase, nucleases, and lipase. Secretion of the pancreatic juice is regulated by the hormones secretin and cholecystokinin. 6. In the human body, the digestion of proteins begins in which of the following organs? A. liver, B. mouth, C. small intestine, D. stomach. The correct answer is stomach. Key points. The enzyme pepsin digests proteins, and the chief cells of the stomach secrete the enzyme pepsin along with HCl, so the digestion of protein begins in the stomach. Chief cells, or peptic cells, of the stomach secrete proenzyme pepsinogen. Pepsinogen, on exposure to hydrochloric acid, gets converted into the active enzyme pepsin, which digests protein. Pepsin converts proteins into proteases and peptones. 7. Which is the longest organ of the digestive system in the human body? A. Pancreatic duct, B. Small intestine, C. Larynx intestine, D. Esophagus. The correct answer is small intestines. Key points. The small intestine is the longest part of the digestive system. The length of the small intestines is 7 meters in the bracket 22 feet. The functions of the small intestines are to complete the digestion of food and absorb nutrients. Passage of food through the small intestines normally takes 3 to 6 hours. Bile, pancreatic enzymes, and alkaline juice are the 3 main substances that are received by the small intestine. The small intestines are divided into the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Iron is absorbed in the duodenum, most are absorbed in the jejunum, and vitamin B12 and bile salts are absorbed in the latter part of the ileum. 8. What is the role of mucus secreted by the stomach? A. To protect the lining of the stomach. B. To digest fats. C. To kill germs in the food. D. To digest the proteins. The correct answer is to protect the lining of the stomach. Key points. Mucus, or gastric mucus, is a gel barrier secreted by epithelial cells or glandular cells in the stomach wall. HCl converts the medium of food from alkali to acidic, enabling pepsin to do its work. The mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from HCl. Pepsin helps in breaking down protein in the stomach. 9. After digestion, protein is converted into A. Glucose, B. Sucrose, C. Fats, D. Amino acid. The correct answer is amino acid. Key points. Amino acids are the building blocks of life. Examples of amino acids are glutamine, tyrosine, alanine, leucine, and serine. Lipid molecules are a combination of fats and oil. The body uses amino acids for various functions, such as building new proteins, repairing tissues, and producing enzymes and hormones. 10. Name the layer in the wall of the stomach that contains nerves and blood vessels. A. Lamina propria, B. Mucosa, C. Muscularis, mucosa, D. Submucosa. Correct answer is submucosa. It contains nerves and blood vessels. Key points. The wall of the alimentary canal from the esophagus to the rectum possesses 4 layers, namely serosa, muscularis, submucosa, and mucosa. Serosa. This is the outermost layer and is made up of a thin mesothelium in the bracket epithelium of visceral organs, with some connective tissues. It is also called tunica adventitia in the esophagus. Muscularis. Formed by smooth muscles usually arranged into an inner circular and an outer longitudinal layer. An oblique muscle layer may be present in some regions. Submucosa. Formed of loose connective tissues containing nerves, blood, and lymph vessels. In the duodenum, glands are also present in the submucosa. Mucosa. The innermost layer of the gut contains the secretory and absorptive cells. This layer forms irregular folds, rugae, in the stomach, and small finger-like foldings called villi in the small intestine. Mucosa is differentiated into three parts. The outer part is called mucosa muscularis. It is made up of longitudinal and circular muscles. It has an important role in exposing surface area for absorption. The middle part is called lamina propria. It contains a few modified lymphatic tissues which provide immunity, such as Peyer's patches. The innermost part, called the mucosal layer, Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Also, tap the bell so you never miss an update. See you next time.